The women's basketball team will be another fairly immediate great beneficiary of the improvements to be made to Assembly Hall, and we're so excited that in just Curt Miller's second year, he's well on the road to a tremendous rebuilding program with the undefeated women's basketball team, the only undefeated team as we sit now in the Big Ten, and I'm very pleased that Curt Miller is here to bring regards from that program. Curt.
Cindy, on behalf of women's basketball and all women's athletic programs in Indiana, we thank you for your amazing gift and generosity. From the moment I started interviewing for the job and the 2 years now that I've been on the job, I talked to Fred that Assembly Hall was the key piece of this rebuilding process. I shared with Fred, as there was rumors out there of potentially maybe moving women's basketball out of Assembly Hall, that I thought it was the right thing to stay here forever. And when I explained this, I talked about the recruiting process. And when we have young women walk in here with their parents, to watch the sparkle, not necessarily in the recruits' eyes, but to watch them look at their parents, that they are touring around Assembly Hall. I still remember bringing my first team here as a head coach at my previous institution. Out of all the years and all the arenas that I've coached in, it was the one arena after shoot-around on game day that I ran around like a little kid and had our sports information take pictures of my coaching staff and I everywhere in this building. And our players at that program were like, we've been everywhere. Like, what is going on with you today? What is so different about Indiana and Assembly Hall? And I said, do you realize the men and women who've played in here, the men and women who've coached in here, this is truly a special place. And sometimes the bells and whistles are more attractive over in Cook Hall to 15 and 16-year-olds. But with this gift and the renovations that are going to take place over the next few years in Assembly Hall, to know that the sparkle in the eye of young recruits walking in here will not only be the parents now, but will be our future players on the women's side is amazing. Also, I have to share, when I talked to the team today and told them about this opportunity, and they were surrounding me after a long practice this morning, and I said, if you have an opportunity to meet Cindy personally today, please thank her and her family for their generosity. And I barely got to finish the sentence when one of our players said, a woman gave this money? And to see that was simply amazing from our team and an inspiration not only to the women's basketball players, but to all women's athletic members here, coaches and players in Indiana. A lot of women's players come here to not only get better as an athlete, but they also dream of becoming an amazing professional after the ball stops bouncing or after they stop competing. And they dream of having an opportunity one day, like yourself, to give back. I'll leave you with this one last thought and maybe summarize the best that I could do this. I received a recruiting phone call at lunchtime today, a 15-year-old recruit that still has a ways to go in high school. And I shared with her I couldn't be long because we were getting ready for this ceremony, and I explained quickly the gift, but I also quickly explained some of the renovations that were going on. And when I did, and I shared that, Cindy, you were giving this money, she once again interrupted me and said, well, you tell Cindy, you go, girl. And I think that basically summarizes how we all feel. Thank you very much to your extended family and yourself. Women's basketball is indebted, as all women's athletes are here. Thank you.
It seems insufficient to say thank you, but let me conclude the program on behalf of everyone affiliated with Indiana University, everyone connected with Hoosier Nation, to say thank you, Cindy, for this tremendous gift and what it's going to mean to this athletic department, these programs, and this university. Thank you very, very, very much. Excellent.